Hello everyone, I'm Shin Sang-hyuk, your host for today's In Focus. As the fourth generation mobile telecommunication system, commonly referred to as 4G, is becoming commercialized, the telecommunication industry as a whole is encountering a new wave. It is estimated that the 4G technology LTE will take over the mainstream as early as the later half of next year. On today's In Focus, we will learn a bit more about telecommunication system of the future 4G. And joining me for the discussion today is Dr. Lee Myung-sung, who is Executive Vice President of SK Telecom. Well, welcome to our program, Dr. Lee.
Hi.
I think we have to start our discussion with the definition of several terminologies. Particularly, I'm very curious about 4G. What is 4G?
The G stands for generation. So 4G means fourth generation. The mobile communication has been advancing very fast. I think in about 10 years, a new generation comes up. During the 80s, we had analog mobile communication. And then in the 90s, we have digital. That has been second generation. The analog becomes first, digital becomes second generation. During the year 2000, we had third generation, which was data communication, but with data capabilities. At the time, with the data capability, we introduced things like video communication. Now with the fourth mobile communication, we have internet capability. Now with mobile devices, we can fully enjoy internet applications.
I see. So there has been some evolution of generations in the telecommunication industry. But along with the 4G, there is another, the technical terminology, which is not very familiar to many people. That is LTE. What is LTE?
Well, LTE stands for long-term evolution.
Long-term
I think
evolution.
that's a name given to WiBro CDMA standards. That internationally they defined LTE as fourth generation standard.
So the LTE is certainly a new technology in telecommunication system. And I want to ask a follow-up question. Actually, LTE is a new technology, but as far as I know, Korea has developed another 4G technology named the WiBro.
Yeah.
So, this terminology is not also familiar to us. So, could you explain the differences between WiBro and LTE? They are same?
It's basically very close. But originally, the WiBro is a wireless WiMAX, which is expansion of a Wi-Fi. We use Wi-Fi in every places, and if we're able to expand the Wi-Fi such that we can use while we are moving, that will be very convenient. So the Korea initiate the development of WiBro.
I see.
That's the Korean-made fourth generation system.
I see.
The 4G LTE is a wideband CDMA based 4G system, which has been developed by worldwide. So that many companies in the world work together to come up with a new system, which calls a 4G LTE.
WiBro is the telecommunication system developed by Korea, but the LTE is the system developed by many countries.
Right.
So could you tell us about the adoption of 4G system in other countries?
Like LTE has been, when telecommunication is a system that many countries use together. Now, when you bring your handphone to other countries, you want it to be able to use it. So when they develop telecommunication system, all the parties in the world come together and discuss the standard, and they build the system together. That's the only way that the system can work in every places. But the WiBro or WiMAX has been initiated by Korea, and the better thing about WiMAX is that since Korea is advanced in technology, we can come up with a solution faster. To come up with a world standard that goes through the many stages of discussion between among many parties. But for the WiBro, Korea was able to develop the system very fast. So in Korea, we were able to develop the system earlier than any other country.
I see.
But the thing is, we need to have it adopted by many other countries. It's being adopted in many places, but it's not as widely adopted as LTE. Yeah, that's the major difference.
Well, as you explained before, there is 2G, 3G, and 4G, right? So could you elaborate more about the differences between 3G telecommunication system and the 4G telecommunication system?
I think the first thing is the speed. The speed means you can download files in a very short time. For example, if you want to download a movie with 3G, it takes about 10 minutes. But with 4G, it takes about 1 to 2 minutes.
Well, that much fast?
Yeah, far faster. If it's a music, it takes a second.
Right.
If it's a book, it takes a second. So the speed becomes a major difference. The other difference is the latency, which means how fast the system responds. With 3G systems, it takes like a few seconds, 5 or 10 seconds for the system to respond. But for 4G, the response becomes immediate.
I see.
So that when you use the system, you can develop many applications that had immediate interaction.
So the basic differences between 3G and 4G is speed.
Speed and the latency.
Latency, I see.
The response time.
I see. And as far as I know, comparing to 2G and 3G systems, well, it seems that it took quite a longer period, for Korea to commercialize the 4G system. Is it correct?
Yeah, kind of, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you tell us the reason why Korea has been a bit later than the other countries in commercializing the 4G systems?
I think that the major reason is that we have very advanced 3G systems already, compared to Verizon, which took LTE earlier than many other countries. The other countries were behind in 3G, so they have a more urgent need to adopt the LTE faster.
I see.
But since Korea has been always leading in terms of adopting the new technology, we are first in 2G and first in 3G. I think in terms of 4G, we are very fast, actually.
Oh, really?
There are countries companies like Verizon or some others who adopt LTE earlier than us, but the scale of their deployment is very small. When they say they deployed LTE, that means they have LTE available in some cities.
I see.
But for Korea, when you adopt the technology, we usually deploy nationwide. In that sense, we are not lagging.
Wow. So the Korea will provide the 4G service nationwide, right? Even though it's a little bit later than the countries.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think that this will be the most important part regarding the new telecommunication service. That is that certainly 4G telecommunication systems, service, will bring huge changes to our daily lives. Could you elaborate more about the possible the changes which the 4G service will give to us?
Compared to second generation and third generation, fourth generation is the effect is different. Effect is on how we use the systems. First, second, third generation, it was a mobile device. So this was used mainly for voice. People call with first, second, third generation.
I see.
But with fourth generation, it's an internet device. The internet has been used only in fixed places like office or home. But with the fourth generation, now internet becomes everywhere, anytime, with people. For example, when people are using internet, they have to be at their office with a PC. PC is not connected to a person. It's connected to a certain space. But with the smartphone, which is actually mobile PC, person carry all the time, the internet becomes connected with the person. Now, the internet is not my office or my home. It's me. I becomes part of the internet.
I see.
What change it will bring? I think it depends upon how we use them. For example, now the internet becomes part of the location. Wherever I go, the location becomes the internet. So all the location-dependent services, the shops near me, the navigation for me, all kinds of location-dependent services become possible. Furthermore, the PCs are on only when I turn the PC on. But with mobile devices, like handphone, it's always on. So I can make sure I'm confident that my friends and me are always connected to our internet. And whenever we need, we can talk through 4G mobile devices, mobile internet. So in that sense, the internet expands from home and office, from fixed places to person, becoming personal anywhere, any place, any time. How we can expand, that depends upon the imagination of the people. If we just use them as a phone, it's the same phone.
Yes.
But if we take advantage of the feature, the internet becomes personal anytime, anywhere, any location. I think there is huge potential to develop the capability.
Yeah, so certainly there will be huge change in our daily lives.
Right.
Of course, depending on the purposes of use, I think.
Yeah.
Well, along with the changes, potential changes in our daily life, certainly this new technology will give a huge influences on the IT industry, right? Don't you think so? Could you also explain about the potential influences of this new technology on the IT industry?
Yes, it is the same sense that the two separate worlds, the mobile world where the people use for voice communication, which has very convenience of the personal connectivity and always on features, limited to the mobile world. The internet world, which has all the contents and application and many parties take part in, two worlds are separate before, but now to become together. For example, let's say the Google, they are connected to about 300 million PCs, but now they are connected to all the people, which is about 2 to 3 billion people.
Yes.
So the number of devices, or actually the people connected to the portal expand like 10 times. And then it's not fixed anymore. So they are moving always with a person. So who will take advantage of that feature? That depends upon the imagination and creativity of all the parties. But with the introduction of the 4G networks, that feature, that capability is available to everybody in IT industry.
I see. So certainly there will be huge influences in IT industry, and depending on the efforts, certainly the level of satisfaction which the consumers, individuals, or the industries, IT industries, can get the huge influences from this new technology. And by the way, like the coin, which has two sides, good and bad, certainly 4G system will give us the positive side as well as negative sides. So as we discussed before, the 4G system is just becoming commercialized in Korea, which means that many people can have a chance to use 4G services. Then before using this new service, could you give us some kind of what can I say, guidelines or something we have to keep in order to maximize the satisfaction from this service?
Let's say with the 4G, the phone we are carrying is not a phone anymore. It's a computer.
I see.
So we are carrying computer. Then the benefits and the risk of carrying computer is the same thing. So when you carry computer with you all the time, what benefit do you have and what risk do you have? I think that the risk, the first thing that comes into the mind is that, let's say, security of data.
I see.
Etc. Always connected with the computer. But there are huge benefits of using computer all the time. I think we need to change the mindset when you approach 4G, that it's not phone anymore, it's a computer we are carrying. I think that explains how we approach the 4G.
Certainly, in the telecommunication in technology, there has been much progress. And in I think that the potential, the development in this field is unlimited, I think. How do you foresee the future of 4G, not only in Korea but also in other countries?
I think that the fixed phone has been being replaced by the mobile phone. People are using mobile phone. People are not using fixed phone as often. It's not only the convenience, but also the easy deployment and low cost of mobile phones in many other places. I think that will happen worldwide. So that the internet that has been confined to a place, office or home, will now be available everywhere. So that fixed internet will become mobile internet, and that means the mobile internet will expand hugely. And furthermore, as I said before, the personal, mobile, always on, always with you kind of capability will be added. And I think that there is another boom for the IT industry. Now, how to use them so that the business benefit, the person, as an individual benefit, and the nation benefit depends upon the many parties involved. Now, for example, we are using this system for like Hyundai heavy industries. How to make their factory function more efficiently. Now, before, the IT has been used only some offices and factories on fixed places. If we apply this mobile internet to the whole places, with the people and the equipment, all the moving, that has been integrated into the IT systems. The factory itself can be far more productive. So I think it's the beginning of a new IT industry that with this capability, how we can apply this to not only to persons using this, but also the businesses, industries, government, and all other areas. And I think there's huge potential. And I hope the Korean industries and also the worldwide will take advantage of this, so that not only a personal entertainment or watching video kind of thing, but also the whole business industry government will benefit.
I see. So certainly there will be huge benefits which the every sectors of society can get from this service. Well, I'd like to give you a final question. Well, as you were explained before, in adaptation of the 4G system in Korea has been a little bit later than the other countries. And several countries have committed themselves to develop the new technologies, the 4G. So we cannot avoid the severe competition with them in the world market. Of course, we have been one of the leading countries in the mobile telecommunication services. As you said before, 2G system, 3G system were really excellent. Were developed by Korean the companies. So to strengthen the competitiveness of the Korean companies in 4G services, what kind of efforts are needed, do you think?
Many. There are many. Korea has been known for very strong in infrastructure and in hardware. We have excellent infrastructure. In terms of the function and the quality of service, the Korea is number one. And in terms of hardware, the Korea has been very good. We produce all kinds of, not only in electronics, but also in shipbuilding and automobiles, pretty good in hardware. Now the question becomes how we can develop into the software area. With the introduction of 4G, the SK Telecom is providing 4G as a platform for the software development. The software is not, when I say software, it's not necessarily computer software. It's also many systems and knowledge, etc., that can be applied to all other sectors. How to make factory more efficient, how to make the cars with software and the knowledge, how to make it more function better. In that sense, in all sectors, that software will be applied, and SK Telecom's network can be used as a platform for all other industries to make their product more competitive. We made our system open so that our functions can be readily available for any parties to use them. We say it's open systems, open interface, such that they can combine our capability and add their functions so that they can use them. That's one area that how we can fully take advantage as a country these capabilities in their respective industries and in their product. In terms of the individuals, it's not just that watching videos and playing games. It can be used as a productivity tools or as a tool for expressing their ideas. Each person with this mobile device can be a broadcaster, for example, so that they can have their ideas known to other people with these systems, so that this platform can be a tool for productivity and creativity. And SK Telecom is going to make all our interface system open so that people can use them for their productivity and creativity. So, in short, I'd like to make sure that we help people fully utilize this system for them to be productive and creative.
I see.
And I think the Koreans have been known for the hard work, speed, and also the creativity.
Yes.
And I think this is a very good platform for us to develop systems. And this time, I hope the systems we develop here can be used worldwide.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Lee Myung-sung, and for your sharing your insights on today's topic. Well, today we have discussed the fourth generation mobile telecommunication the system. It has been developed very fast for the several years, but at the moment nobody knows how much it will be developed further. But one thing is clear, that is that these newer services, technologies will give us huge changes to our daily lives as well as our industries, IT industries. Well, this has been Shin Sang-hyuk for In Focus, and see you next time.